Hello, everyone. I'm Jeninne Lee-St from Travel+Leisure Southeast Asia here, and I am delighted to launch We Make Travel Better, our partnership series with Plaza Premium Group. Perhaps Mr. Hoi-See needs no introduction, but allow me a quick one. He's the founder and CEO of Plaza Premium Group, a pioneer in travel. He invented the concept of private airport lounges that you can pay to enter, and he spent the pandemic further evolving and upping the airport experience, starting at your front door. I also have with me Mr. Felipe de Oliveira, who is the ultimate travel booster. As General Director of Airports Council International World, he believes that aviation can be a force for good in the world, fostering not only economic, but also social growth.
Thank you. Good to see you. My best trip, I would say, is the last trip that I was in Singapore. We are so used to wearing masks everywhere we go. Suddenly you walk to the airport without wearing masks. You feel that you are released. Now I can start going out meetings without wearing masks. I can go to hawker centers, have my favorite food, without wearing masks. I tell you, I'll eat till I drop.
I have the same impression. I think it was the first flight I took without a mask. I took out the mask and it was a great experience flying again without a mask after such a long time.
During pandemic, so when you travel through airports, very obvious you can see additionals will be measured in terms of hygiene. Sometimes you can see the robot going around in the airport. We've never seen that before in my 20 years. I think this is a trend. It definitely will go into that sort of direction. Even our lounge, will adapt what we call a smart order, where you have a QR code in front of you. We can order food instead of buffet, and we have a digital magazine. So these are the measures that we put it in, so that the people feel more secure.
Technology is changing a lot. The passengers use the technology to be more comfortable in use the technology, to have a touchless points, and that is something that comes to stay. We as an ACI, we work a lot on the health measures at the airports. We create a program called Airport Health Accreditation. That's to ensure that all the passengers feel comfortable and see a kind of harmonization in the whole process when they travel from airport A to B. But we also need to rehumanize the passenger treatment, the passenger touch, and I think the lounges, for example, is a kind of a very special place that the people can treat themselves and they can have a good time at the airports when they are traveling.
Lounge become a very popular sort of a place for people who travel. We used to capture only 2 or 3% of the total traveling passengers in the airport. Surprisingly, we captured over 10% of the passengers going through the airport.
A lot of people haven't been able to travel, and they're like, I want to travel and I want to have the best trip possible. So they're like buying business class seats, they're getting access to lounges, they are trying to sort of make up for and spend the money that they didn't spend when they were locked at home.
Make sure you reconfirm the flight even 24 hours to make sure the flight has not canceled or they're not diverted or whatever. Make sure you check the entry requirement of the country and make sure the health documents all in both digital and hard copy.
My recommendation is go and check what kind of restrictions you face when you go to a country A, B, or C, and also what kind of restrictions you have when you fly back to your own country. Because sometimes the restrictions is in your return, it's not when you are traveling. The people that are attending us from the airlines, from the immigration and others, they also learn with the process. Sometimes they need to learn what kind of documentation we need to present, and it's a kind of interaction that takes more time than used to take before. That's why we need to be patient, need to be polite, need to understand that people are doing their job and doing the best as they can. Enjoying the time at the airport, enjoying the places that you visit, and of course, enjoying the lounges.
Thank you so much.
We cannot stop to travel. I love these video calls. I think it's amazing, when you connect from different parts of the world. But there's nothing that replaces the human touch. There's nothing that replaces the relationships that you create and we develop and we are face to face. And I really encourage everybody to travel again, as we are already doing.
Maybe we should meet at an airport together, the three of us. How about Kenya? That one sounds good.
Why not?
Oh, we
Do you guys have a lounge there?
in Kenya. We're building
Ah.
a lounge in Kenya.
Perfect.